Welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and today we have a new live talking about Meghan's plans to manipulate the royal family and especially Prince William. And we're gonna find out what is all this about. But first and foremost, happy 96th birthday to Her Majesty the Queen. I know that if you're here, you're wishing the Queen a really great birthday. Today, so many years of service, so many years of stories, and so many headlines that are not about her, but so many people talking about Harry and the wife. Why? Why is that? Is the Queen that people should be talking about? If you haven't done so yet, just hit that like button because that is how we can get more people to come. Just hit that like button. Do it now so we can wait a couple seconds. Yes, only 179 likes now. Hello from Florida. Let me know where are you watching from. Florida, UK. Venezuela. Hola paisana. Germany. Netherlands. Scotland. France, Canada, Sacramento, Chicago, Vancouver, Texas, Wisconsin, London. Okay, well, I have done a couple lives that were like two in two parts, like one short live and one a bit longer live. This is gonna be like the classic ones, a whole live, just one live. Okay, I'm going to give you some insights about what is going on with the royal family and all this visit of Harry and Meghan to the Queen, because I have new information and new insights and new yes, I got better sources. I never thought that I could have real sources inside, but I'm really glad that I have more power of information and knowledge inside, and I'm gonna share it with you in a totally anonymous way. If you have tidbits, if you have any tips, if you want to send any kind of information or tip that you deem that is important, just follow me on Instagram. You can send a message on Instagram, or you can also follow me on Twitter and send me messages on Twitter. That's all that you have to do. And without further ado, we're already 1,000 bodies now, so we should start. I think we should start, and please hit like the button. That's the only thing that I'm gonna ask of you right now. We're gonna start with what I call Act 1, the mediator. I don't know if you say that word that way, but I'm gonna say that way. The mediator. It's you have this headline that Prince Harry wants to use a mediator to help mend his very difficult relationship with Prince William. Royal expert claims. I think I don't remember who was Katie Nichol. Katie Nichol was making. These are not claims. This is actually what is going on, but what I want to share with you, and this is one of the bombshells now, that is not Harry. It's not really Harry who is trying to mend his relationship with William. It's not really him. It's, yes, your favorite Duchess. She is the one who allegedly, how do we have to talk like this, like Neil Sean says. She's the one that in that meeting with the Queen, that was let's say their intention by all means was just to meet the Queen. Okay, I've told you many times that this is not a problem, but the fact, the circumstances with the Queen is that she's a grandmother after all. First and foremost, she's a human like every single one of us, and she wants to see her family reunited. That is absolutely, there's no way around that. Okay, and at her age, in her birthday, her jubilee incoming, she wants to see her whole family reunited. And I am absolutely sure that Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, know this. And this is a question of relevance. What is the relevance of Meghan and Harry if not is that tie to the royal family? Because Harry could have said, like in yesterday's video, that he's got burned out because he wants to make the world a better place. But that is only word salad, because what is he working on? I always tell you, what is he working on? That is the question. What is his activities? What is he doing? What is he pushing into the world? And what is Meghan pushing into the world? It's just words, okay? And we don't see anything absolutely materialized. And there is a blind tea, by the way, that they are upset that the Obamas jumped ship from their Spotify account, Spotify podcast. But I'm not gonna talk about that. That is part of another video. But this is the thing. It seems that was when Charles and Camilla were not aware that this pair of two were going to meet the Queen, and when they appeared, when they met, when they stumbled upon each other, what's going on? Then there was this crazy idea, to say the least. That's what you get. That's why you get this kind of headlines. Use a mediator. What does a mediator do? And this is a concept from conflict resolution. This is something that you don't want to go to take someone to a lawsuit to sue someone, or like Thomas Markle has been saying that he has been thinking of suing his daughter, suing Meghan, so he can see his grandchildren. You don't want to go that far. You want to use a mediator. That is a concept in conflict resolution. That is a person that listens to both parties and tries to find a common ground. So the resolution can be, the conflict can be arrived at a satisfactory resolution for both parties. Okay. That's a very informal, but albeit in many ways is very, very effective. And that could make sense to mend that relationship between the brothers. But the big problem here is Prince William. Okay? Why Prince William is a problem? And it's not a problem for us. I think he is a great guy. But the problem is, how can the Harkles keep like leeching or being related to what they supposedly left behind? But we have this different concepts. The Harkles, Harry and Meghan, left the working royals status. They're not working royals anymore, and according to information, thanks to Barkjack, we have confirmed that there are absolutely no talks of bringing them back. Okay? We already know that Charles wants a smaller working royal circle, and it absolutely doesn't include Harry and much less Meghan. So they are not coming back as working royals, but they are still part of the family. That's why they are still present in the royal family's website. Okay? Many people have said that, why do they still appear there? They're not working royals anymore. Yeah, they are not working royals. They have been deranked. I think Edward is over them in that website. But there is still part of the royal family. And as part of the royal family, think that Harry cannot forfeit being, or cannot quit being part of the royal family. That is nonsense. Okay? Meghan and Meghan had to divorce, but Meghan will still be in some way part of the royal family, even if they divorce. That is something that we have to get accustomed to. So we have the situation of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. In case you're not remember, well, today it is the Queen's birthday, but we have the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in June, and there's all this big question, and why are the Harkles invited? They are invited in terms of they're part of the family. As I'm talking, as I'm outlining this reality, they're still part of the family, and there's no way they cannot be part of the family. Okay, this is something that you cannot break, cannot take them away of the family. The issue is, how can you possibly um, put the Harkles and the Cambridges in the same place at the same time. It will be awkward to say the least. I think awkward is a word that is too soft for such a reunion, for such a situation. Okay, for so many things that they have said, so many things, especially in the Oprah interview, after everything that they have, those burns that they have publicly said, like very very subtle, but they have been pretty strong stances, especially from Harry and Meghan to them, to the Cambridges. So it was going to be very, very difficult. But at the same time, I was using this word, being relevant, relevancy, being relevant. The articles need to keep being relevant, and there's this kind of domino effect, okay, or this house of cards, if you want to call it like that. That everything, this is a lesson that we should always learn. Everything in our life is a system. There is no independent piece that is not working along with the others, okay? When we look at a situation, for example, the royal family or the Harkles, we have to look it as a system. And one part of that system is what we have been looking so far in the Invictus Games, that Harry and Meghan trying to create content for whom? For Netflix. Netflix is part of that system, okay? Netflix is part of the system in one way because of The Crown, okay? The Crown is, of course, a series that has been loosely based on actual events, but have been highly novelized or highly with a high amount of fiction, just to fill in the gaps, okay, with dialogue that never happened and situations that never happened, just to fill in the gaps and just have this like real life soap opera. And sadly, many people, that's the way that they have come to really meet the royal family, when in reality most of the things that happen in the Crown, well, it should be taken with a grain of salt, and it should be some of them just did not happen. And that's the first friction that the royal family has with Netflix, okay? Like, you're telling a story and you're selling that story to the world, and that story is not true, okay? And that cannot be forgotten. What is even more concerning is that the power that media like Netflix has, because it's not the same a book, but not everyone is going to read a book, a complete book, for example. Yes, people are going to buy Harry's memoir, but not everyone is going to finish that book. Many people will just wait to know what is inside and read the excerpts, maybe, and that's it. But it's very different when you have a series, okay? Because you like to just lay down, like sit down and watch your screen and try to absorb not try, just absorb what you have in front of you, and the screen, the moving images, the video, etc. It's a very easy way to absorb things. So that first message of Netflix creating The Crown is a very easy to absorb message that has distorted the image of the royal family, and in a massive scale. Now, fast forward to today, and we had these headlines about Netflix losing like 200,000 subscribers and had lost a lot of market capitalization, thanks to losing those subscribers. And it seems like, people are complaining about the frequency of the updates, complaining about the price. I think there's $20 in the US. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's like Netflix must be concerned, and it seems that they are bracing themselves for a huge loss in the second quarter of this year. This 200,000 users that they lost was the first quarter, and there comes the second quarter. It's going to be more aggressive. Their projected losses is going to be carnage, and when carnage starts, you know that the executives at Netflix are going to will have to make decisions, which shows to keep and which shows to drop. Okay, that's why I tell you that everything is a system. Okay, you cannot just look at one piece separate from another. So you have this harsh panorama for Netflix. Not that you care about it, but it's a reality, and that reality is tied to whatever the Harkles, Harry and Meghan, are doing with Netflix. Okay, so there must be a mounting pressure, okay, to deliver, and especially to deliver in certain specific dates. And this is important. This is not a coincidence. I was mentioning Her Majesty's birthday, and this is a very important thing to consider. It is not a coincidence that Harry's supposed there's this interview in the Today Show where he claims that he's the protector of the Queen. He's like, I don't know, her personal James Bond, that he is the one who is overseeing who's the right people around her, and all that nonsense. And can you possibly believe that it's a coincidence that this happened just days before Her Majesty's birthday? This is not a coincidence. This is by design. That interview could have been done at any point, at any time in the U.S. Okay, and they just waited for now. Just scrambled. It is too suspicious that you have the surprise visit to the Queen. I need that meme. Surprise. You know what follows, right? Surprise. Yes. The interview where Harry, well, he is the most important royal, the greatest royal of all time. Okay, and then the Queen's birthday, and all this talk about, yeah, let's rebuild the bridges. Let's mend the relationships. I want to have a better relationship. Like mend my relationship with my brother William. When we are finding out, thanks to my sources, no, that it was Meghan who was the one who needs this mending, this rebuilding of this bridge. And you might be asking, how can this make sense at all? And before I answer that question, I'm gonna tell you why does this make sense. I just want you to hit the like button now. That's all you have to do. If you are in your mobile phone or your computer, just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Let's take those likes to 1,000, and that's it. I know that many of you are watching in your TV, and maybe it's a bit harder to hit the like. I don't know, but no problem. Yeah, we got 1,000 likes. Why does this make sense? That Meghan wants to mend that relationship. It is the leverage. Leverage is when you have this ability to have a better position to negotiate. Okay, what Meghan is looking for is a better position to negotiate, and for that you need leverage. Leverage, that word in this case, means that you are in a better position to negotiate. She's got something to negotiate with the royal family, which are the children. Okay, this is very important. She's got that position to negotiate, and that's why they are in this constant terms that we want the Queen to meet them. We want the Queen to meet them. We want. Harry said that in the interview. Okay, that is leverage. That's how they negotiate the image, and that's how they can twist the arm of the royal family using emotions. Okay, and that is borderline manipulation, because when you use emotions, you can have leverage in many ways. You can have power, you can have money, you can have fame, you can have connections, many kinds of leverage to negotiate. But when you go to the emotions, that is almost manipulation. You're using manipulation to twist people's arms so they can do whatever you want them to do. In this case, is recurring to that desire of the Queen of have the family reunited for what? Imagine the impact. Imagine the impact. This is important. Please pay attention to this. Imagine the impact of a narrative that could have that in the end these two get to come to the UK and effectively bringing their kids, effectively the Queen meeting the kids. We're going to talk about the Jubilee in a minute, but imagine that happens and they are seeing, thanks to why? Thanks to this kind of headlines, like they were the ones that decided to, forgive. We are all forgiveness, and we are reaching out to say, hey, nothing's wrong. Whatever happened, whatever bullying or whatever accusations, you know what? That doesn't matter. We are full of forgiveness. That is the plan. And I have to say, the plan. This has nothing to do with the fact that it's Harry and Meghan. But the plan, if they execute that way, it's gonna work. Okay? I have to say that the plan is good. The plan is really good. Okay? I have to say that. Okay? They begin to have this narrative of mediation, of let's visit the Queen, or let's rebuild this bridge, and let's, one way or another, come to the UK and let the Queen meet the kids. And that's going to give them an image like they were the ones who are magnanimous. Okay? This is like Machiavellian 101. Okay? This is, it's perfect. You use public relations for this. You begin using this kind of things. You use emotional. You pull the heartstrings of the Queen. You know that she is a grandmother after all, and a great grandmother, and she wants to see her grandchildren. And you use that to craft that narrative to what? To land finally that meeting that, like, oh my God, reunites them, like rebuilds that bridge to make it seem that way. And I'm gonna put my money. I don't used to bet. I'm not gonna really bet on this, but I'm gonna put my money all in, all my chips, that meeting, okay, is gonna be connected in some way to whatever they are doing with Netflix. Okay, they are watching what's going on with Netflix. Netflix must has been shouting to them for weeks on end. You have to do something. You know why? Because we're going down in general, and if we go down, anything that is rotten or anything that is dry or anything that hasn't come to fruit yet, we're gonna cut it. Okay, you're in the chopping block. Whatever you're doing is on the chopping block, so you have to act fast. You have to do something. Okay, they must have this meeting with their PR agency, and we have to do something. Okay, and fast, I mean that it's not creating the content for Netflix. That takes time, that takes curation, that takes generating the content, whatever is Harry is scrambling to do, taking pictures, taking videos, etc. That takes a lot of work, and it would not have the same impact in itself unless you connect that to a real life event. Exactly the same, Harry connected the Queen's birthday and that visit to the Queen to his interview. Okay, the interview is real life. I mean, but it's like you're connecting that to something truly emotional, to your relationship to your grandmother. To your grandmother, that is it's her birthday, and you're telling the world that your relationship with her is great, that you're funny with her, that she enjoys your company, etc. I'm trying to, I don't know, project this idea. I want to know if you get it. That there is, it's not like just the Invictus Games. It's not just smiling at the Invictus Games. It's not just creating content. It's not just scrambling to do whatever they are doing with Netflix. Is that they have to build, really build that bridge, that emotional bridge with something actually happening in their family. They have to steer the pot of the royal family, okay, to have any relevancy, so make people finally watch whatever they're gonna do on that documentary or whatever they're gonna do. That is the important thing. And we have a third player in here. The third player in here. Well, the third player in here is Charles, Prince Charles. Yeah, this is blackmail. This is borderline blackmail, and it's really sad. To all of you who have sent super chats and super stickers, thank you very much for supporting my channel. And if any of you want to make a donation through PayPal, you can do so with the link on the description. Thank you very much. We continue talk about Charles, but before I told you that I was going to talk about that Jubilee celebration, and I made a forecast for any of you that are worried that these two Montecito dwellers are going to appear at the balcony. This is my forecast, just to confirm my prediction on my latest video. The Harkles will not attend the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. I repeat, the Harkles will not attend the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. You can breathe on relief now, okay? But we'll keep using that tension to manipulate the public opinion. That's what they do best, okay? That's the way they have done so far, and that's why, that is in fact what is going to work better for them, okay? Why are they not going to attend those celebrations, even as a family? That is important. No photos, no visit, but bear with me on this. Why are they not gonna be on that balcony or not be on? Because they will not be able to resist, or no, the resist is not the word. They will not be able to stand that people booing them or shouting at them or anything else that people are planning. That you know that includes some kind of fruits, right? Yeah, those that red fruits that people are waiting, that are ripe for that visit of the Harkles to the UK. But they are not going to risk being in public and being booed at. They absolutely need to control every inch of headline, okay? How do you control every inch of headline? You make sure that whatever appearance you have, you control the media and you control the reaction of people. That's what I showed you in one of my latest lives, that in the Invictus Games, Harry was always on the look, watching out, people approaching him, not reacting like he used to, and his assistants even trying to put people away with the cameras. It's like they are really afraid, okay, of really messing up. And we know that in that veterans gala with the red dress, you remember that veterans gala and the red dress, there's this rumor allegedly that that Harry got said to his face that, what are you doing here? Well, like he got the Trevor treatment, okay? Trevor, this YouTuber, this veteran, this I think it's Irish veteran. I love his accent, by the way. I don't remember the name of his channel. If any of you can remind me the name of Trevor's channel, is is a great guy to watch too. Those days, all this royal family drama. But that is it. They cannot risk being public and being booed or anything. So they will always prefer to say, hey, we're gonna make a private visit, privacy this, privacy that. Scottish, sorry, I thought that Trevor was, yeah, Trevor Colt. If you should check out his channel. I'm always recommending my fellow YouTubers channels. I'm sorry if I said that it was Irish. He is Scottish. Yeah, Trevor Colt. Thank you very, very, very much for that. Okay, so that's why they need to be recording at all times and be controlling those headlines. And now we come to the interesting point. That is Prince Charles. What happens with Prince Charles? My sources affirm that he is not that afraid of Harry's memoirs. Okay, as in himself. Okay, as in, I don't think Harry's gonna like attack me per se. Harry's not gonna attack. That's what Prince Charles believes. That he's not be the one attacked on those memoirs. He has this belief. He's convinced that he was not a bad father after all. Maybe maybe a little distant, maybe a bit, maybe not that emotionally connected, and maybe they had vastly different personalities. That can also happen, but not bad in itself. So he really doubts that he will be the one attacked on those memoirs. Okay, and at the same time, he knows that Harry has to make money in some way. Okay. It's something normal. Every parent will think that, well, my kid has to make money in any way, and he must be aware that part of this, I don't know, all this circus that Harry has been involved since they left the royal family is part of that. Hey, being relevant, except of course when he's messing with the family. Okay, and that is a very delicate topic. And maybe Charles, with his age, as I told you, people with age should become more wise and more forgiving and more I don't know. That's the word, forgiving. Okay, but the one that won't be forgiven is William. So that's when it gets interesting. It's not that Prince Charles is not upset with what's happened so far, because we know so many things that those feelings that the Queen must have been had to stand last year with everything that happened with the passing of Prince Philip. So it couldn't possibly have been easy. But at the same time, both the Queen and Charles has quite some age too. They're old enough to understand that conflicts like this are many ways are short-lived, except by the fact that if you deal with this kind of personalities, this is important to outline. Many family rifts, many family conflicts, many of these fights and struggles of families are short-lived. Okay, even of course if there are situations that are extreme, there are families that are totally toxic, totally dysfunctional, but many times it's not that way. Okay, it's not that bad. That's important to assess the gravity of the situation. But the problem is when you have personalities like this involved. Personalities that are playing the long game. In the long game, Meghan's long game is a long game of power. That's it. Okay? Long game of power. That is important to understand. And that's why in that bid for relevance, these two are the main obstacle. Okay? Prince William and Catherine. What happens here is that Catherine is the more like Catherine's like a mediator. She was the mediator when last year William didn't want to do anything to do with Harry, both in Prince Philip's funeral and both at the unveiling of Diana's statue. But Catherine convinced him that the right thing to do was to go and just meet his brother there. We know that William's attitude at that statue unveiling was absolutely distant. Harry tried to engage with him, but William was not buying any of it. You can watch my video. You can search for my video on the complete analysis. That was a very, very, very comprehensive video of how the brothers behaved at that moment. We knew that William was, I don't know, I don't want to be here. I don't want any of this, okay? As the sooner we finish this, the better, okay? So effectively, the Cambridges have become the main obstacle on whatever Meghan needs to do. And Meghan is scrambling to do this because I already explained the situation with the Netflix. Netflix in itself is running to see what can they do. Okay, they must have issued an ultimatum to these two, to the Harkles, and they had to do something to regain that connection with the royal family. Use the emotions connected to the Queen, okay, as a grandmother that wants her family to connect again. That is absolutely normal. She wants to enjoy her Jubilee celebrations with the whole family, okay? She really wants to, but at the same time has the dilemma of how do you make this not an issue with the perception of the monarchy. Okay, and the perception of the royal family. One thing is forgiveness, and one thing is being perceived as absolutely soft and being tread upon. Okay, that someone just insults you and makes claims, and you say, well, never complain, never explain, and that's it. And how can it be possible? And I've seen a lot of comments. Of royal fans and monarchy fans of the monarchy, that want the monarchy to continue, that love the Queen, that are so upset with such treatment of the image of the monarchy by Charles and the Queen themselves. How can they allow an invitation of the ones that almost break, or literally break the image of the royal family worldwide, okay, and painted the royal family with the R word, just for starters, okay, and we know that so many of it were lies, just for the fact, and I also have a video on that, why Oprah removed that interview 30 days after it was aired. And don't tell me you can find it on YouTube. Please don't fool me like that. I'm serious. I know what I'm talking about. That interview is absolutely removed from all the internet. The only way to find it is this repositories, this file repositories that are hidden in the corners of the internet. But it was removed for a reason, because Oprah did not want it to live anymore and to be her image related to everything that they say there, and so many claims that could have been disproven just with a Google search. Okay? So how can you make sense of that? Yeah, come back. Let's do a barbecue. Let's go picnic again. Let's do this. Why not? That hurts. Like you are afraid. Like you want to take care of the Queen. You are watching me. You are a fan of the Queen. You want to take care of her. You want her to be good, and you see her doing this. You get upset. You get mad. How can she possibly do this? and you say this is not fair. This is not fair for us. This is not fair for herself. And even that, we have to understand that she's the queen, and she can. Well, that's her decision. We are 4,000 bodies now. That is amazing, and that's great because it's 40 minutes and 4,000 bodies now. Thanks for being here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this live where we're talking what is the plan of Meghan and how is she going to manipulate William. And we're going to that topic right away, but not after you have hit like. If you haven't hit like to the video yet, please hit like. That's all that I need at this moment. Just hit like. If you want to send super stickers, super chats, I'll be really glad. But let's continue. How can make Meghan bend to some extent Will's character? Not his character. You cannot bend someone's character, but like he consider for at one point, at one moment, that effectively could be possibly that relationship between him and his brother be rebuilt. Meghan wants to do that just for the reason that I outlined. How is she going to do that? Through the queen. Okay? This is how it's gonna be. As I said earlier, remember what we had, the magic word, leverage. Okay? What kind of leverage has Meghan with William? Zero. There's nothing. There's nothing that Meghan can do to have leverage directly over William. There's nothing that Meghan can do to have leverage directly over Catherine. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Okay? You cannot fool us. It's like that. And Harry, well, it will be a bit harder. Maybe he has still has the blood of his brother, so maybe there's some family connection in there, but still William is not willing to forgive him that easy. Okay? Especially if Harry keeps behaving that way. And this is not the moment to discuss if Harry's behavior is product of being with Meghan, but I think he has done enough things so far to understand that Harry is doing the things because he actually wants to, okay? Because he's actually enjoying them, because he's actually into whatever his plans are. His last interview 2 days ago, the one that I analyzed yesterday, is proof of that. Okay, he is doing all by himself. But in the case of Meghan, she has no leverage directly over William and Catherine. Okay, this is important. But she could use the children card. The children card is leverage over the most important person in the room. Okay? That is, yes, Her Majesty is no dummy, but again, Her Majesty is still a human, is a grandmother. She wants to see the family, and at some point, it could be possible, absolutely possible, that William concedes to that. Understand that he's not conceding to anything that Meghan is saying, okay? Anything that Meghan is saying or anything that Harry is saying, okay? None of them, okay? I'm not gonna relent to that. That's William's stance so far. But he could concede that his grandmother wants to see her grandchildren, that she hasn't met Lilibet yet. Okay, that is that card. That's how Meghan can indirectly manipulate William into accepting something not directly from the Harkles, but from the Queen and maybe Prince Charles. Okay, because Prince Charles, we have seen so far that he wants to make some kind of rebuild those bridges, like that olive branch, send that olive branch, do something, okay? I think Charles strongly believes that there's a way to have the cake and eat it too, okay? Like allowing Harry to keep acting like he's acting and not being not affect the royal family. I think Charles genuinely believes that there must be a way, but so far we know that whatever the Harkles have been acting, whatever the Harkles have been doing is not, how to say that, predictable in many ways. That's something that I would like to read in your comments. I would like to see what do you want, what is your opinion on that. Yes, it's a very complex situation, absolutely, and this is what let me see your comments. I want to leave with that, with this, and remember, just to confirm my prediction on my latest video, the Harkles will not attend the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. They cannot allow themselves to be booed, to be ridiculed, people will not want them to see them there. Okay, you don't belong here anymore. Harry already said, with of course absolutely not convinced at all, that his home is the U.S. Well, stay in the States. That's no problem. We'll keep using that tension to manipulate the public opinion. Okay. So that's the info, the inside info I had, and that is that is the plan of the Harkles. I'm going to do a summary on that plan. They plan to make it seem like they are the ones rebuilding that relationship. They want to make it seem like they are the magnanimous ones, the one that are all forgiveness, and they want to reach out to the family because they want to forgive everything what has happened, and they're gonna time that exactly, okay, with the introduction of the children to the Queen, most probably in private, okay. We're gonna be, all we gonna have is maybe some kind of notification from Buckingham Palace, and that's it. And that is gonna be synchronized with whatever they're doing with Netflix. Netflix needs a smash hit, okay? And the smash hit is not gonna be a documentary because people are bored in general of streaming content. One thing, very interesting thing, is notice how Disney Plus releases series 1 week after another. Like episodes is this week, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one. Okay, not like Netflix that releases the whole series at once, so you can binge watch them. Okay, I think Disney realized that it's much better the model when you realize then bit by bit. Okay, so you can keep people on edge. Okay, it's like we are on edge with this royal family soap opera, this drama, this EastEnders on steroids. Okay, this is important to understand. Maybe it won't work, maybe it could work, but what they are trying to do is that a smash hit, and a smash hit, trying to build that image again. And that will serve that image that we rebuild, that we like getting out of the royal machinery. I don't know if how to machinery, getting out of the royal machinery, and then making this revolution of love from outside was our plan, and we did it, and everything is happy, and everyone is like smiling. That is one way. That is the only way that they have so far to make this work. That is why Harry's memoirs have took so long, because it never needed to take this long. I'm gonna tell you why I believe those memoirs have taken so long. Those are an ace on their sleeve, especially on Meghan's sleeve. Not much in Harry's sleeve, in Meghan's sleeve. Harry's memoirs are an ace in Meghan's sleeve. And that will not be finished, or how can I say that? Absolutely, finished until they are sure that they get what they want from the royal family. And what they need from the royal family is a smash hit. Okay, they want to build that smash hit, and that's why they are building right now. And it's like there are rumors, all kind of rumors that they have a hard time working together. Okay, in this, in whatever they're doing, that's why it makes a bit more sense that whatever Netflix is doing focus on Harry's Heart of Invictus, and whatever Spotify is doing focus on Meghan's Arsewives. And at the same time, there's also Netflix with Meghan's Pearl, but having two projects is a bit complicated, especially in these moments when Netflix says, hey, you know what? We're sinking, not that fast, but we're sinking, so you have to move quickly. So the situation is rather difficult. This precipitated actions on the Harkles only are an echo of what we're seeing with Netflix, and the ones that can stop them, the ones that can really stop them are this pair, okay? The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. They have the responsibility of having this fresh blood of the monarchy, this fresh image of the monarchy, and at the same time try to navigate all the politics and all the current tensions, the worldwide tensions, social tensions, both offline and online, of how are these attacks on families and all these characteristics. I don't want to mention them because they are not, they're not, how people feel attacked in so many ways, how people are so thin-skinned, so people are such snowflakes today. Okay, and these are very, very difficult times, and Harry and Meghan are playing in many ways the victim card, and you know that that sort of community, that sort of people, love playing the victim card. So they are playing that victim card very well, and it hasn't been working that well. I think that's specifically and especially because I don't think Harry and Meghan have that nice time working together, and that is important. I think none of them are good at teamwork, and that is important to understand. William and Catherine are perfect working as a team, and that is impressively, you cannot possibly know how important is that for a couple that is at the same time the working royals, the most relevant working royals in terms of image, okay, in terms of brand image, something that is so important. Well, always has been important, but nowadays with all the interconnectivity, internet, social media, they are basically the faces of the monarchy now. So that we have to have this into consideration. I'm gonna give 5 minutes to answer your questions. You have any questions? If you haven't hit like yet, just hit like now. It's your opportunity, golden opportunity to hit like. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 likes. Shall we? I know that we can. Okay, this is true. I think the Harkles are jealous that William and Catherine are so compatible and relevant. Yes, and it's especially, well, both compatible and relevant. You know that those looks of Harry, you know that. I should dive into that too. Come on, almost 2,700 likes. Let's hit that. It has been amazing. Almost 4,000 bodies listen. This has been great. Yeah, they have 20 years of working together. That's a lot. That either breaks you or that either makes you really good at it. You have two options. Oh my God! Yes, there's this joke running about Meghan and Harry and the balcony. I'm not gonna repeat that joke here, and I do not condone that kind of jokes. I think that those are very delicate things to affirm, but that kind of thing that 20 years ago that you can make that kind of jokes and everybody would understand that that was a joke. But right now, well, people are so like triggered by anything. Almost there, almost 3,000 likes. Okay, question. Do you think Harry's memoirs will reveal family secrets and be a red line for them to attend Jubilee? No, no. I think that's why they are planning that after the Jubilee. Whatever happens, they're gonna adapt the memoirs so it adapts to the circumstances. Whatever happens after June, they're gonna adapt the content of that book. Okay, it's like a bit of, I don't want to say blackmail because it's not blackmail per se, but it's like saying, well, let's see what happens, and depending on what happens, we're gonna like issue a different version. We have the vanilla version, we have the spicy version, and we have the black magic version. I don't know, something that's very hard on the royal family. Let's think about that. 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes to go. No, I don't agree. I don't agree that Harry seems to be mentally ill. I think he's in full capacity of his mental faculties. He's fully responsible of everything that is going on. Okay, I think that he is fully responsible of everything. Okay, just 1 minute and a half to go. I don't see any question that I can answer right now. Yeah, this is true. The sad thing is that I believe that the brothers did like each other before Meghan came on the scene. I have quite like 4 or 5 videos on before and after, and that's something that we cannot uh, understate. There were frictions, the normal frictions between brothers, but I think Harry had frictions not with William per se, but with the concept of being a working royal, with the concept of being part of the royal family or the firm or the monarchy. I think that was Harry's main concern. Meghan was just a catalyst, so he could just get out. Okay, yeah, I think it's like he said in the Oprah interview, and I have this. I should put this clip out. She saved me. See that Oprah made that question explicitly. Did Meghan save you? And he said yes. One question, just 1 minute remaining. Thanks all you for your super chats. 3,000 likes. 3,000 likes. You rock. You're amazing. You're great. I have no words. I need more English words to say how I feel now. One question. I have been still fighting a cold lately. A bit. My voice has not been the same. Well, I'm gonna call it quits right now. Yes, well, my body language buddies. It was great to share this live with you, my insights, my secret information that I have for you. I wish that we meet again. Saying all my words. My body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. And until we meet again in another live, another video to share more insights. I love you a lot. And remember, much love and bliss. Bye-bye.